described the gunmen as heartless for choosing soft targets in their doomed campaign of terror. President Tinubu expressed rage that the attackers killed the community members who rejected their attempt at indoctrination, choosing instead to practice Islam that is neither extreme nor violent. He quotes, "It's commendable that the community members, even though Muslims refuse to be conscripted into a world belief that promoted violence, between federal and state agencies to provide succor to members of the community and ensure those who committed the atrocities do not go scot-free." President Tinubu prayed for the repose of the soul of the deceased and condoled with those who lost family members. He also condoled with the people and government of Kwara State. As preparations intensify for the 2026 FCT Area Council elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it is strengthening efforts to ensure transparency and accountability in its campaign. Financing this commitment informed the Commission's sensitization workshop for political parties, auditors, and treasurers on the use of the political finance reporting and audit system for proper documentation and reporting on campaign expenditures ahead of the polls. Rosemary Mortalan Bilal reports.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has sensitized political party members, auditors and treasurers on the use of the political finance reporting and audit system ahead of the 2026 FCT Area Council elections. The sensitization workshop was organized as part of INEC's efforts to promote transparency and accountability in campaign financing. Participants were trained on the proper use of the political finance reporting and audit system for accurate reporting of campaign expenses.
It's a welcome idea and to appraise our knowledge of election, sponsoring of election in the country and vis-a-vis the penalty and the set rules.
This is what they said, that they're working on papers before now on how to monitor finances from party elections. And now it has gone digital, there's a portal for this, trying to monitor expenses of political parties. It's a very welcoming.
With this idea of this workshop, it will give us more knowledge how to go about of the party.
INEC officials emphasized that strict compliance.
The clock is ticking towards February 21 FCT Council elections, and political parties have intensified campaigns both on social media and the mainstream media, including the physical means, to woo voters to vote for candidates of their parties. Now, at this moment, critical stakeholders are saying that it is also important to take the message of politics without bitterness. That is, it is not a war, but a context of using the ballot to choose leaders who will provide leadership for the people.
In an ideal situation, choosing or selecting leaders remains through appointments or elections that is defined by democratic processes of voting in an election. In Nigeria, like in other climes, democratic process has shaped the system of electing leaders into different positions of power, with its own peculiar story. Nigeria's capital city, Abuja, in the coming days and weeks, will be going to another polls to choose leaders in the 6 area councils as chairman and 62 political wards for councillors, with different political parties vying for positions. Nigerian political system has been constituted around the winner-take-all, a system where the political party and a candidate with the highest number of votes in an election is declared winner, leaving other political parties in contention as losers and minorities that often feel disadvantaged. This development, observers believe, explains why the system has been with cases of violence, especially for losers, and where winners are celebrating victory with total control of power and state resources.
In the case of Nigeria, the constitution do not provide percentage in representation or in governance. We have had a situation during former President, His Excellency Obasanjo. Bola Ige was an AD. He was appointed Chief Law Officer of the Federation. He was from another party. Today we have during President Tinubu, the Minister of FCT is not from APC but from PDP. So that is a choice in terms of our system in Nigeria.
Political observers also say this development should be looked into in a way that everyone is carried along in process of nation building, with citizens' participation for national development being prioritized. Political dynamics and strategy play a crucial role in recalibrating the system to accommodate both the majority and minority voices in an effort to collectively build the country. Another aspect is the issue of politics of bitterness, which some players put forward. However, critical experts in election matters are calling on contestants to always remember the sanctity of unity, peace and progress.
We are also monitoring campaigns around town. Some have gone a bit violent, but they've been managed, and then our prayer is it doesn't get worse. It is not by violence that they win election. It shouldn't be a do or die thing. We shouldn't spill blood.
But when you intimidate people not to allow them to vote for their candidate, and that is why there is a violence.
Suggesting that the Electoral Act should be used to address election shortfalls. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
And away from politics to infrastructure, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has inspected the ongoing road construction projects, including the 7-kilometer road linking Tunga Madaki with neighboring communities. The visit aims to ensure timely completion of these infrastructure developments, many of which are slated for inauguration as part of President Tinubu's third-year anniversary. Onozi Akubu tells us more.
The 7-kilometer Tunga-Madaki road flag off last year is currently a work in progress with ongoing construction of span bridges. The initiative is part of the FCT resolve to open up the capital city by connecting hard-to-reach areas. Other projects inspected include the annex building of the Body of Benchers complex and the road from Nile University connecting various research institutes. During the visit, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike expressed satisfaction with the quality and progress of work, emphasizing the administration commitment to timely completion.
We came about this road when they were supposed to do the second roadway, and for payment of compensation, the crops and the villagers demanded that while they would agree, but there's a need for them to also be linked up to the cities. And that's what we're doing here today. Promise made and promise fulfilled. So politics of 2027 will not affect. The only way it will affect that people will be happy and see that the Renew Hope agenda is real. That's the only way. Then positively do.
Some of these newly developed infrastructure projects inspected are slated for inauguration to mark the third anniversary of President Tinubu's
essential. This year's message focuses strongly on closing the gaps in cancer care, emphasizing that everyone, regardless of income, location, or background, deserves access to quality prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and support. Health advocates also stress the importance of early detection through routine checks, such as breast and cervical cancer screening, prostate checks, and awareness of warning signs like unusual lumps, persistent pain, unexplained weight loss, or prolonged cough. World Cancer Day is also a day of solidarity to support cancer patients, survivors, and families, while renewing global commitment to fight the disease. As the world observed the day, health experts remind the public that early detection saves lives and everyone has a role to play in reducing the cancer burden. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
Similarly, in a bid to intensify awareness on cancer prevention, members of Equitable Medi-Aid and Clinical Research, in partnership with relevant government agencies and the Ministry of Women Affairs, have taken the campaign to the streets of Abuja. Hawa Gimba reports that the campaign is aimed at getting tested and seeking attention.
This is not just a walk, but you can call it a walk talk. It is aimed at educating the public on preventive measures and the importance of early detection. The walk through the streets of Abuja is receiving strong international backing. Among the partners here are the German Embassy, the Norwegian government, and the United Nations Women, thus underscoring the sheer global commitment to the fight against cancer. Organizers say the decision to stage a walk was deliberate, as it provides a direct and interactive platform to engage members of the public, spark conversations, and break the silence surrounding cancer-related issues. They explain that walk and talk campaigns remain an effective strategy for awareness creation as they bring the message closer to the people, encourage community participation, and promote healthy lifestyle choices.
Cancer no be king, so everybody should know that timely screening and timely detection is the key. Once it's detected early, it can be cured.
What is peculiar about this particular walk, according to stakeholders, is the broad collaboration between local institutions and international partners, as well as a strong focus on prevention, early screening, and access to accurate information.
Cancer awareness is very important because we can fight cancer and we can beat cancer. And it takes governments, it takes societies, it takes communities, it takes international partners.
Recent study shows that actually almost 40% of cancer cases are related to risk factors that are preventable.
Participants believe the program will help to win the war against cancer by empowering individuals with knowledge, promoting timely medical consultation, and fostering collective responsibility in reducing cancer-related risk. As the campaign continues, organizers are calling for sustained advocacy, stronger partnerships, and increased public support to ensure that the message of cancer prevention reaches every household. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Let's now shift attention to power. Electricity is a vital part of Nigeria's development, but for many citizens, it also poses a serious and often overloaded safety risk. Across the country, homes, markets, and workshops are springing up dangerously close to high-tension power lines, exposing residents and business owners to potential hazards. Correspondent Patricia Isami-Luba, in this special report, examines the dangers of living and working under high-tension voltage electric installation.
Across Nigeria, electricity remains a symbol of progress, but for thousands of citizens, towering high-tension power lines represent a silent danger, hovering just above their daily struggle for survival. From mechanic workshops to busy markets, from family homes to entire estates, many Nigerians live and work directly beneath high-voltage electric installations. In cities and rural communities alike, economic pressure has pushed people closer to danger as they strive to keep their businesses running and provide for their families, often without full awareness of the risk above.
I'm aware that it's danger. You understand? Just that I wish we have a place to stay. The place I'm staying before, they push us out of that place. The environmental push us out of that place.
We don't have any problem with the wire, but as we don't have anything to where we go manage to feed our family.
When I was coming from church in the morning, so the wire not fed on my head. Thank God I was holding umbrella. That's where God helped me that day. as people came and pulled the wire from the road.
Experts warn that high-tension power lines can cause harm even without being touched. Strong electric sparks can jump through the air to metal objects, causing severe injuries or death.
By the time one is living under it, you might have this itching in your body if you notice, or if there's that metal on your body, it will be itching you. That is biting you each by each.
For many Nigerians, the choice is simple but painful. Risk their safety or lose their livelihood. Dilemma with no easy answers. Across the country, reports of electrocution, fire outbreaks and property damage linked to high-tension power lines continue to surface. Off-camera victims say they were never warned. This raises critical questions as to who enforces safety setbacks. Are communities adequately informed? And how do we balance urban growth with public safety?
Building under high tension lines or close to high tension lines can be very extremely dangerous, and so anyone who is doing that is advised to stay away from a high tension line. So members of the public must understand that electricity can be a very, very good servant but an extremely dangerous master.
They will tell you, I've been here for the past 10 years and nothing happened, so please, we should not tell them any stories. But what you normally tell them, yeah, you've been here for the past 10 years, nothing happened, but in the day.
Nigeria Limited has just unveiled 40 brand new luxurious buses in Abuja, marking a significant upgrade in their services across the country. Chief Executive Officer of the company, Chidi Anyabu, says the fleet expansion is part of commitment to providing comfortable travel experiences for Chisco customers on Nigerian roads. Deborah Gazajimaika reports.
Over the years, Chisco Transport Nigeria Limited has become a household name in the country's transport sector. Chisco's services transcends beyond Nigeria to West Africa, traversing major cities like Cotonou, Lome, and Accra in Ghana. The company places high premium on the safety and comfort of passengers, hence the latest expansion of its fleet with 40 new luxurious buses.
Chief Chidanyebu, the director of Chisco Transport, is making Nigeria proud. Opportunity to many drivers, many office workers from different tribes.
We run international routes, like we go to Ghana, we go to Cotonou, we go to Togo, we go to West African states, from Abuja and Lagos.
A roadshow en route Maraba and Kuba axis of Abuja was used to announce the expansion of not just its fleets, but Chisco's branch offices here in the Federal Capital Territory.
Is back in business. We never left the business, but right now we are taking it up a notch and we are back in business to transport people, to give you good services for logistics, for transportation. We offer the best in Nigeria. And
now this vehicle, transporting people from northern side to eastern and west, it's not easy.
Company has also introduced a ride and reward program to appreciate loyal customers.
Central Market Park, Kubwa, Abuja. So moto na load siaba, we na-aga n'Igbo, na-aga Ugwu Hausa, na-agakwa na ndị Yoruba, na-agakwa Magana.
The company has also upgraded its logistics and courier services significantly, diversifying to other sectors and solidifying its position as a leading transport company and logistics service provider in the West Africa. In Abuja, Deborah Gazajimaika, NTA News.
You're watching the news at 1 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. We'll be back after this message. Do stay.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
news.
On the news at 7.
Jama'a barkamu da wannan
The news station NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Now let's see the stories trending in the foreign world.
Welcome to the Globe This Week, a foreign news segment that brings you up to speed with happenings around the world. I am Shamsuddin Usman. Taiwan has welcomed US President Donald Trump's call with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping, saying it will help stabilize the region as China increases military pressure on the island. Taiwanese Deputy Foreign Minister Cheng Min-chi made the remarks in an interview hours after Chinese state media reported that Xi had called for mutual respect in strengthening relations with Washington, while also issuing a warning about selling weapons to Taiwan.
The U.S. has already promised to sell us to Taiwan a certain amount of weapons. This is very important for us to acquire those capabilities. But the problem is that so far we haven't seen any cooperation from the legislative yet.
The Trump administration is reducing the number of immigration officers in Minnesota, but will continue its enforcement operation that has sparked weeks of tension and deadly confrontations. Border Caesar Tom Homan said Wednesday. About 700 officers, roughly a quarter of the total deployed to Minnesota, will be withdrawn immediately after state and local officials agreed over the past week to cooperate by turning over arrested immigrants, Homan said. But he did not provide a timeline for when the administration might end the operation that has become a flashpoint in the debate over President Trump's mass deportation efforts since the fatal shootings of U.S. citizens Rene Good and Alex Pretty in Minneapolis.
To be clear, President Trump fully intends to achieve mass deportations during this administration, and immigration enforcement actions will continue every day throughout this country.
Volodymyr Zelensky reflected on the military situation, diplomatic prospects, and the human losses suffered by his country since Russia launched its full-scale invasion in February 2022. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky shared figures that are rarely made public regarding the number of casualties. He stated, in Ukraine officially on the battlefield, the number of soldiers killed, whether career soldiers or mobilized, is 55,000. A large number of people whom Ukraine considers to be missing, he said. That's our package on the Globe this week. The news continues. I am Shamsuddin Usman.
And that concludes the news at 1. Thank you for being a part of it. I am Mariam George.
Interested in being up to date with the pacey world of sports? Our rebranded Capital Sports is the finest bet for your doing so.
So join us every Thursday live at 3 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja to talk sports for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can be a part of this #1 sporting program. Join us on the analysis, views and opinions.
is a fresh new week right here on your favorite TV. Of course, every week when you get to see my face on your screen, you know the big daddy of ABJ is back with more trendy stories right here on your favorite show. Welcome. This is Entertainment Gist, and of course, my name remains the one and only, the big daddy of ABJ. Steven Sunday is my real name, actually, in case you want to write a check in my name so you don't mix it. Oh, first one, right, big daddy. Do not be asking me, Oga, who is the big daddy? I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of scoops to share with you today on the show, and I'm here to do justice to every one of it. And all you have to do is stick around and let's have fun together. So these are the two awards Arista was nominated. Of course, she's the only artist from Nigeria nominated in that two category. Others here, Best International Act. But I'm super excited for the Nigerians on this year's list. And away from the moguls, now let me talk about Ashake and Wizkid, the real guys in the Nigerian music industry right now. Remember the last time I was here on the show, I talked about Wizkid and Ashake having a joint album. The great thing is that this album is finally out. The real album. Oh shit! A lot of people, I remember when I talked about this album, I saw a couple of comments on social media. Some were like, realest knows the real. You know all those slangs now. The real can recognize the real. Ashake is the real guy. Wizkid is the real guy. Apparently, this album is finally here. And the great thing about the real album by Ashake and Wizkid, the joint album, is that on its first opening week, on Spotify, it amassed over 5 million streams. Yes. And of course, making it the biggest ever song from Nigeria to actually smash that record. Every other songs are just beneath right now on its opening week. And it's a great one for Ashake and Wizkid, especially one of the songs of the album titled Jogodo. That song alone is a banger. You've not heard Jogodo by Wizkid and Ashake. My dear, what are you waiting for? Go and listen to it and tell me what you think. And tell me truly if the 5 million stream on the first 5 days of its entry into the streaming platform is really worth it or not. But it's a great thing to see though. If you haven't listened to the joint album, I'm sure you do it. I've listened to it, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. Yes, Ashake is a great guy. Wizkid is an amazing artist, even though there's a drama between my fella right now. But the great thing is this album is one for the books, and I love it definitely. Congratulations to Wizkid and congratulations to Ashake. And away from Ashake and Wizkid, quickly let me talk about Iris Star for a bit. Even though she was nominated at the Moguls 2026, yes, Iris Star is showing us Pepe. Remember when she dropped her album in 2024, the year I turned 21? A lot of people were like, who is this girl? Some of the songs on that particular album gained global relevance at once, especially the song, Look What the Hot Body Can Do. You know that song right now. Anyway, while we are still basking in the euphoria of the album, we're enjoying it. We're enjoying Iris Star. Iris Star recently was on a particular platform by Spotify. And during the conversation, Iris Star tested us with something that I don't know if we are ready for it this 2026. So aside talking about, her lifestyle, talking about how she actually grew up in Benin Republic as well as Nigeria and how it feels different in Benin and here in Nigeria, she actually tested us about something. And that thing is that she might be dropping a new album this year. And I'm like, baby girl, what is happening now? You want to be giving us back to back to back to back and me? What is happening? Hold it now. Don't be rushing us too much. But I love it though. Iris Star is doing so well for herself. She was recently nominated at the Grammys. This year's Mobo, she was nominated again, and I hope she clinches the award because the people she was nominated alongside, Tyler from South Africa, I don't know. But anyway, congratulations to Iris Star. We just can't wait for the album, even though we've not known the title of the album yet. We don't know the release date, but you've told us that you shall just love cooking. Now you might be cooking an album. We're just waiting for it. Congratulations to you as we await the break, the banging, and the hot news that your album has dropped. Anyway, let's check
out. heavyweight, no be lightweight. No be like me do campaign. One day could be easy. Good body, baby, you dey want me. Turbulence, so turbulence.
Happy life with my family, but I did not see that they can't believe. Practice self-love, I be minding my business, I know say none, yeah.
Is this love, is this love, is this love that I feel? Is this love, I don't know if it's true. I go lie for you, my woman, never, never. Timbani kin sorrow, nga wakwa go be mo. Wakwa go be mo. It's your boo, girl, I love you, girl. My melanin skin, they make my heart beat. Take hearty. I'm gonna give you Gucci, give you doings in the Maserati. I beg you, give me job. You cannot lose my mind, continue past.
You're welcome back, and that was a new and trending music video. I hope you enjoyed every bit of the music we just played for you. If you don't have any of those tunes on your mobile, ensure you go copy it right now. And of course, back to more trending stories. And this time, let me talk about the Oscars 2026 that is set to happen. And of course, let me announce to you that the nomination list is officially out of the Oscars. For those who don't know the Oscars is an acronym for the award known as the Academy of Arts and Motion Picture Sciences. Yes, okay. So basically, this academy actually carry out or operates the Oscars, which we know globally to celebrate, movie producers, actors, in fact, those in the film industry globally. And this year's awards, man, is in fact most nominated film ever in the Oscars history. And this is really great for Ryan Coogler. I think the other movies who actually earned higher nominations aside the Sinners are the movies like La La Land that actually had 14 nominations a couple of years ago. Titanic had 14 nominations and some other movies. But this one, 16 nomination, making it the most nominated film in the Oscars history. Is a great one for Ryan Coogler, and I'm super proud of him and his work. Congratulations to Ryan Coogler, and of course to all the cast and crew of The Sinners. We just hope that being nominated in 16 categories doesn't mean that he will win all. He will win some, but we just hope that they get to win something significant, because it will be so painful to be nominated in 16, you just win only 2. And away from the Oscars, now let me talk about something really cool. Really, I don't know, some Nigerians have been quite indifferent about this particular story since it broke, and since we saw a video of this particular lady on social media sharing a testimony, even made a post about her estranged husband thanking him, and it seemed like they might have reconciled. In case you're wondering who I'm talking about Tontolet. 1, 2. Anyway, King Tonto, as she popularly calls herself, recently became the talk of Nigerians as she trended on social media. Think of the platform Tonto DK trended this week and last week. And it's because of one thing. Apparently, a video of her sharing a testimony in church of how her son and herself wrote, things they want God to do for them. And apparently, somehow, one of the things that panned out well for them is that herself and her estranged husband, Church A or Lakule, they've actually somehow settled. And in fact, there's no more bad blood between both of them. And she went on to thank a pastor for being dropped years of bitterness. We all know the Tonto story now, how Tonto DK came outside and said so many things about Churchill, when their relationship did hit the rocks. And of course, some of those things, we heard them like, Oga Churchill, is this true? We don't know. But anyway, the good thing is that they've reconciled. She posted a picture of Churchill Olakule on her Instagram page to prove to you people that she are reconciled and she is now good with Churchill. A lot of Nigerians have been speculating. So many things have been, questions have been asked. And in fact, Tonto Dike said now her son have been able to see the father. You know, they've been estranged for a while, and Tonto Dike have been shielding the husband from seeing a son for years. And I'm pretty excited about this one. It's not every time you open this social media, and you'll be seeing wicked stories. Sometimes seeing story that are cool like this is very, very sweet. And thank you to Tonto Dike and also to Churchill for shooting the sword and of course reconciling. And some people are asking the question, this one that they've reconciled, what are they reconciling as? Stop asking questions. They've settled. Leave them alone, okay? Anyway, thank you to Tonto and thank you to Churchill for making, the internet really cool and spectacular again. No bad vibes, okay? And away from Churchill and Tonto Dike, since it's the feel-good story, I don't want to share any story again. With this one, I just want to close and go. But I can't. I still have more scoop for you. Anyway, these are the movie trailers for this week. I will be back.
I'm pregnant.
I will do everything in my power to make sure that I make you and the baby okay.
We can't afford a baby right now, Obama.
All I'm looking for now is very, very massive. You have to go.
Mr. Badmus needs me to go to some old lady's house and count her money.
And you see her money, they diabolical. Say he enter this house, try steal one or two, go mad. Ogumipo. Shosho Ogunwepo. Ogunke. Pastor Lemi. Jesu Tade.
My name is Kenneth Nwachukwu. We spoke over the phone.
Are these the new notes?
It's a job we do. I think we need more guys.
You want us to go and rob a sick old woman?
It's really the break that we were looking for.
Daddy, mommy, Alalejo.
Why are you here?
Mrs. Badamoso requested my services.
You Jesse. Wow. What do you do?
I'm an accountant, sir.
That woman called you to the house to count the money because she has no idea how much is there.
Is there a reason this money is not in the bank?
For easy entrance and exit, the wife gas for you to enter the house.
I am not a thief, Mama.
I am here thinking about how I can help our family.
I can't move the money alone. I have to come with some friends.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Tuscany.
That looks amazing.
Right? It feels like a dream. Whoa! I am so sorry. Francesca Russo. She is the new face of the brand.
She wants no association with the sauce.
I now have to redesign a whole new campaign.
Oh, it's the Foster Dell.
Bella, I was thinking that
You've already met? Benissimo.
What are you hoping to get out of all this?
I just want to create the magic it makes people feel, not just like a can on the shelf.
What we do here, it's about connecting.
Thank you.
Maybe I can help. Love it first bite.
You stick to making it taste good, and I'll make it sound good.
I just think we happen to make a great team.
We do, don't we? Feels good just letting go a little.
Suits you. To Tuscany.
In great company.
You're welcome back, and that was the movie trailers for this week. This is still Entertainment Gist. I am still Simeon Sunday, the big daddy of AVGS, if only call me. And remember, you can follow me on socials at I am Simeon Sunday. And now let me talk about Banky W and Adesowe Tommy for a bit. Becky W and Adesua have taken to social media to celebrate their baby boy's birthday. Isaiah, as his girls, just turned 5 years old. For those of you who know Banky and Adesua's story and had the story behind the birth of your son, you know that this one is a great story. And I'm really excited for him. Turning 5 is an amazing milestone for this young chap. And Adesua couldn't contain her excitement as she took to social media, Instagram to be precise, to announce that her first collabo has just turned 5 years old. Congratulations and happy birthday to Adesua and Banky W's son, Isaiah. And away from Banky and Adesua baby turning 5, let me talk about this particular young chap who doesn't seem to want to have anything to do with his parents anymore. And social media have gone crazy since this guy took to social media to release a public statement about what is happening in his life, especially in his marriage and the relationship between himself, his wife, and his parents. Let me tell you about Brooklyn Beckham, the son of legendary footballer David Beckham. According to Brooklyn, the son of David Beckham, he has come on social media to announce that it seems like his parents doesn't want anything to do with his wife. And he went on to rant about all that is happening. And according to him, it seems the relationship between Brooklyn and his wife and the parents have been on since 2022. And since then, they recently just got married. And after their marriage, Brooklyn came all out for his parents. He released a lot of statements. He talked about how their mom, talking about David Beckham's wife, refused to sew the wedding dress for his own wife. That they had agreed that the wife wanted to wear the mom's, outfit, and the mom had already promised the wife. And apparently, during the days leading to the wedding, she actually pulled off and said she's no longer doing it. A lot is happening in the Beckham family right now, and I think all is not well. And according to Brooklyn, he said David Beckham and the wife are all about social media, and he doesn't want to be dragged into that particular net. All he wants right now is peace for himself and his wife, even though it seems like the parents do not really appreciate or like his wife. This is his choice. He wants to be with his wife and stay with the wife in peace. And by this, he doesn't want anything to do with his parents anymore. Brooklyn, why are you vexing that much for your father and your mother? Kilo day. But it seems like, who am I to judge? They actually know what is happening in their marriage right now. Brooklyn, the guy is the one who wears the shoes. He knows where it hurts the most and has decided that he doesn't want anything to do with David Beckham, the father, and of course, the wife. Really sad though. But anyways, we move on. It's time for us to check out the comedy skits for this week. I'll be back with more stories.
Gigantic, right?
God help me.
Look at me. Gigantic. You know, I've made a gigantic mistake believing you are changed. Believing all this correction thing, you stopped.
Lovey, you have to believe me when I say I am sorry. I really am sorry.
You're sorry. What exactly are you sorry about? That you hired your carbon copy verbatim to insult... No, baby, you are not going to change that conversation with your cough. To insult my mom.
I think I need a bowl of water.
Then let's get you water then.
Help me, help me, help me, help me.
Sir?
Shut your filthy mouth. I'm not talking to you. Why are you still here? Why are you here? Can't you see we are talking? Give us some privacy.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm only acting on orders. I don't know why you threw an insult at me. The word is pronounced verbatim, not verbatim, verbatim.
What type of plane is this?
And the use of bigger or more formal words is neither compulsory, nor is it a show of intelligence. It is additionally unimpressive when you can't even enunciate them properly.
How did I find myself in this situation?
I see. You know, I thought this was your carbon copy, but it seems like she's even worse.
Worse!
The Grammys has finally come and gone. A lot of exciting moments, from the fashion to the performances and of course the awards itself. Congratulations to all the awardees on the night, but it is quite painful that no Nigerian actually won an award, especially Davido, who we were excited about and hoping he gets to clinch at least one award on the night. But Tyler actually won the Best African Music Performance. Congratulations to them. In case you missed out on the Grammys, here are the highlights.
Welcome everybody to music's biggest night, where the Grammy celebrates the best of all music.
And the Grammy goes to... The Grammy goes to...
The Grammy goes to...
And the Grammy goes to...
Kendrick Lamar! Lady Gaga!
Music.
I've been making music since I was a little girl.